Hey friends, how are you? Julie, of course, coming at you on Friday at 11 a.m. And my dog is at my door banging, so I apologize if you hear her in the background. Eventually, Jake will come and divert her from my door. All right, so today's topic, okay, here we go, popping this up on the screen before we're ready, but that's okay. Today's topic is going to be the difference in marketing as an agent versus the brand. Okay. So we talked a little bit about this in the breakthrough agent group, and I apologize. I feel like my mascara is dripping. We talked about this in the breakthrough real estate agent group this morning a little bit. Um, we had someone asked this question in another group, and I thought this would be a better way to kind of get it unpacked. It's not always easy to kind of respond to just a post when you've got so much more that you can add, that you can't just necessarily put into text, right? All right, so I'm going to give this just a few minutes to let some people join us if they're going to. Let me see over here in comments. If you want to let me know who you are, say hello. I love it that you're joining me today, so thank you so much for that. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, I got my little coffee in my hand here. I am ready to go. Okay, all right. So there's a difference. Like I said, there's a difference in marketing up until this point. If you're opening your brokerage, this training is today for brand new brokers who are just getting their brands up and running, finishing their paperwork, becoming their designated broker, joining their board of realtors. That's all functional stuff that you can put together, right? But the hard part comes when it's time to generate business under a new brand, isn't it? Now, hopefully, if you've gotten to this point where you have made the jump, right, and you've got your own brokerage, you might be a broker of one at this point, but you've got the paperwork all set up and you're ready to start rocking and rolling, aren't you? Once you're connected to your MLS, your brokerage business is connected there, you're all done, right? You're good to go, huh? All right. So let me, it looks like I do have a slide here. Let me just see if I can share screen. Nope. I'll just have to put that in there. Nope. Okay, here we go. All right. So the first question I want to break out for you is, one thing you have to understand as a new brokerage business, that you're not an independent agent. Okay. So your branding and your marketing needs to shift a little bit, doesn't it? As an independent agent, I'm assuming that you've had some momentum behind you, that you've got some business in place. You're closing probably at least 4 million consistently, before you've made this jump. So that's my assumption. Okay. Those are the people we're talking to today. Those ladies, I know there's a few of you in the audience out there that are just getting your brokerages set up, and you're ready to rock and roll this year. This is going to be your breakout year, right? And you need to plan it very strategically, because otherwise you will just be dumping money into a black hole. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 things to think about today. All right. So the first one is, obviously, are you the face, not the base? Little typographical error here. Are you the face of your brand? Okay. That's one thing you're going to need to take into consideration when you move forward. Are you going to hire other agents? Maybe you brought some agents with you when you came over, right? But you're going to have to take into consideration who or what is going to be the face of your brand, because an independent agent, that decision was easy, wasn't it? It was all you, huh? But now you're a business. You're not you anymore in that sense. Your marketing needs to shift, because if you're going to create a legacy and an umbrella even for other agents to join you, you may not want to have your face, right, plastered all over your marketing materials anymore, okay? Because you want to create that continuity that's going to carry through. I'm sorry, I feel like that's a little, there we go. You're going to want to create that continuity in your brand that's going to be able to carry through and serve any and all agents that you may have under your umbrella someday, okay? So you may decide to just stay a boutique brokerage, which is essentially 5 people and less. I recommend that highly, right? Or you may decide to move up the next level and, maybe get to about 25 agents. That's considered a middle to small brokerage. And when you do that, you've got 25 businesses underneath you, don't you? Okay. So your targeting is different. Whether or not you're driving traffic to your website, if you've got agents to feed, all of these things are going to have to be determined in your strategy first. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to be blowing money out the door. Okay. My next question, let me see if I got a next question here. What does your brand represent? Okay. That's one of the first things that you need to nail down before you take your very first step. What is your brand going to represent? Are you in a first-time home buyer market? Are you in a military market? Are you in a senior citizen market, a luxury market, a ranch market, a California market, right? All of these different niches will be something that your brand can represent. Now, you probably won't find too many big box brokerages niching themselves down, right, into one particular category there, will you? Because they have to serve thousands of agents, but you don't, okay? So how can you compete with that? You can compete with that by niching down your brand and targeting your message to those consumers, okay? That's how you can compete on a big level, okay? All right. Then the next thing I want to talk to you about is what can you do differently? That's where that's where the creative needs to hit the road. What can you do differently in your brand that, big box agents can't? Okay. That dog is going to drive me crazy. Scratching at my door. So I apologize if you're hearing her. What can you do differently? That is where the rubber meets the road. That's where your marketing needs to be different. And your funnel, if you're going to operate as a brokerage of one, if you're going to, even scale up to have a transaction coordinator, maybe 2 or 3 buyer's agents under you, right? What can you do differently? Okay. You've got to be able to fall into something that you can master. Find one avenue that you can master first. Okay. And that'll come from who you serve, These are things that you have to really think about and drill down. When you create a funnel for the business, you're going to want to make sure all of your things are connecting and your goals are different. You're no longer just feeding yourself. You're feeding other agents or your team, even if it is 5 people or less. Okay. So I hope that's helped you a little bit. I understand it's kind of vague, but when you only got 30 minutes to try and lay down a few concepts for you, these are the important things that have to be done first and foremost. I mean, the how-to is something that we have to dive deeper and deeper and deeper in. And that's what we do on the other side, right? That's what we do in the agent to broker program. That is where we meet independently and privately, and we drill down and develop your funnel and your business, okay? Because each one of your businesses are going to be completely different, all right? So if you're interested in getting some guidance, I like to refer to myself as a knowledge partner. All right. Especially if you're an independent broker or you even aspire to be an independent broker someday, right? I've got agents that begin working with me even before they start their broker course, but they are laying a foundation before they make that jump. Okay. So I can help you on any level your business is at. You've either have aspirations to be a broker or you've made the jump and now you're a brand new little brokerage. Even if it's under a broker of one, just yourself, that's my heart and soul, to help you get up and profitable, because I'm going to tell you, it's all going to be on exposing your brand to your market. And I'm not talking about a huge market. You don't have to compete with Coca-Cola for branding, right? You're talking about your little 15, 20, 30-mile radius around your home, right? You can dominate that market pretty easily when you get a marketing plan correctly in place and launch it and announce your new brand. Okay. That's where you're probably going to need some help. If you haven't ever had to do that before and launch in a big way. Okay. It's different than just starting out as an agent. Okay. It really and truly is. You've got to have some big exposure. Okay. And make it cost effective. Okay. All right. So these are some things that you have to really think about, right? You have to know who your avatar is. You have to know who your marketing message is going to be for. And you have to plan out every step of the journey the consumer is going to take with you to engage. Okay. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help you build your business. I'm here. If you've got specific questions, I'll always give you specific answers, hopefully. All right. All right. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.